Hello viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel Physics with Rishikesh. Today, this is the second part of the chapter 4 ICSE syllabus class 10 chapter 4. This is the part 2. Now today we will see what is equilibrium. What is equilibrium? It is possible to apply a number of forces, that is the number of forces more than one on a body, so that the summation of all the forces is zero, so that the forces, the applied forces do not change the state of motion or the rest condition of the body, and the moment of all the forces is zero. The sum of the moments of all the forces is zero, such that the applied forces do not change the rotational condition of the body. Now, how it is defined? What is the definition of equilibrium? Equilibrium is defined as when a number of forces acting on a body produce no change in its state of rest or of linear or rotational motion, then the body is said to be in a state of equilibrium. When a number of forces acting on a body, the total sum of the magnitude of the forces is zero, and the moments of the force taken about a fixed position, about a fixed point is zero, then the body is said to be in equilibrium. Okay, let us see two types of equilibrium. One is static equilibrium. And the other is dynamic equilibrium. Static equilibrium and dynamic equilibrium. Now, what is static equilibrium? When a body remains in a state of rest in presence of several forces acting on the body, then its equilibrium is known as the static equilibrium. Suppose this is a body of mass m. A force F2 is acting on it in the right side. Another force, this is F1. If F1 and F2 are the similar force, if their magnitudes are similar, then there will be no resultant force in any direction acting on the body, so the body will be in static equilibrium. The sum of the two forces will be zero because they are in the opposite direction. So if one force is positive, then the other force will be negative. So F1 is equal to F2, so the body will be in static equilibrium. Another example, suppose this is a bar which is fixed at this point. This is the pivoted point. W weight. So these two weights are the same. So the moments of these two forces will be the same. So these will not produce any rotational motion in this body. So this bar will be in static equilibrium. Now, what is dynamic equilibrium? When a body is in state of motion, either it is translational motion or rotational motion, under the application of several forces, then the body will be said that it is in dynamic equilibrium. A stone tied with a string is wheeled in a circular motion with a uniform speed is said to be in dynamic equilibrium. So these are the two types of equilibrium. One is static equilibrium, the other is the dynamic equilibrium. Okay. Now, what are the conditions for equilibrium? Conditions of equilibrium. The first condition of equilibrium is the resultant the resultant of all the forces, acting on the body, will be zero. The resultant of all the forces acting on the body will be zero. And the next condition is the algebraic sum of all the moments of forces about the point of rotation, acting on the body, that is the forces will be acting on the body, will be zero. So these are the two conditions for equilibrium. Now we will discuss about the center of gravity. A body can be considered to be made up of a large number of particles of weights W1, W2 and so on. Suppose this is a body, its constituent particles are weights are W1, W2, W3 and so on. These weights, these forces will be acting in the downward direction and they will be parallel to each other, right? Now forget about all these forces. Let us assume that the total weight of the body W will be acting through one point. Suppose this point G, W. This point G, through which the whole weights of the particles are assumed to be acting, is known as the center of gravity of the body. Here W is equal to W1 plus W2 plus W3 plus so on. That is, the algebraic sum of all the weights acting downwards about this point G will be zero. The algebraic sum of the moments of all weights about this point G will be zero. So this point G is known as the center of gravity. Okay. Now what are the properties of center of gravity? The position of the center of gravity of a body depends on its shape, that is the mass distribution of the body. This is first point. Second property is the center of gravity is not necessarily should be within the body. It can be in the outside of the body also. Suppose this is a circular ring. In this case the center of gravity will be in the middle, but there is no material of the body. Okay, circular ring, hollow sphere, etc. And number 3, this center of gravity is assumed to be a point particle from which the whole weight of the body is acting in the direction downward, in the direction towards the center of the earth. Okay, so these are the 3 properties of center of gravity. Now center of gravity and balance point. Center of gravity and balance point. Balance point. Every solid particle, every solid body can be balanced at its center of gravity. Suppose this is a meter bar, meter rule. This is 0 centimeter mark, this is 100 centimeter mark, and a knife edge is placed at 50 centimeter mark. This meter bar or meter rule can be balanced at this knife edge at 50 centimeter mark, because this is its center of gravity, CG, center of gravity. It is possible because the sum of the moments of the particle about this knife edge is 0. About this knife edge is 0. Now, let us see the center of gravity of some regular bodies. Suppose a rod, the center of gravity will be at its midpoint. A triangle, the point of intersection of its three medians at this point. This point is the center of gravity. Okay. For a square, the center of gravity will be the junction of its midpoint of the corners. Similarly, for rectangles, the point at which its corner meets. Okay. Now, solid or hollow sphere at its geometrical center. At its geometrical center, I told you about the circular ring. Circular ring at the center of the ring. At the center of the ring, and there will be no material. Okay. Now, for a solid or hollow cylinder, suppose this is a solid or hollow cylinder, the midpoint, the center of gravity will be at this point, the midpoint on the axis of the cylinder. Suppose this is the axis of the cylinder. Axis of the cylinder, at this midpoint there will be the center of gravity. This is for solid or hollow cylinder. Solid cone, this is the solid cone, this is the axis. For solid cone, the center of gravity will be at a height h/4 from its base. If the total height is h, so the center of gravity will be at height h/4 from the base. Now, if it is a hollow cone, this is for solid cone, and for hollow cone, the center of gravity, suppose this height is h, so the center of gravity will be at a height h/3 from the base on the axis of the cone. Okay, so these are the positions of this center of gravity of some well-known, some regular bodies. Now let us see how the center of gravity of an irregular body can be calculated or can be determined. Now, determination of CG of an irregular lamina. CG means the center of gravity. Suppose this is an irregular lamina A. Make 3 holes near the periphery of the body. This is hole A, hole B and hole C. Okay. Now suspend this lamina from hole A, by hole A, along with a plumb line. Okay. And keep in mind that the lamina should be oscillate freely about this hole A. When it comes to rest, then draw a line from A. Suppose this line is AD. Repeat the process by hanging this lamina from hole B and hole C, and similarly draw 2 other straight lines BE and CF. Obviously these 3 straight lines will meet at a point. This point will be the center of gravity of this irregular lamina. Thus, the center of gravity of an irregular lamina is determined by hanging this lamina from 3 points, 3 holes which are placed near its periphery. So, this is all about the center of gravity and equilibrium. In the next class, we will solve some numerical problems from this covered portion. Okay. So next class will be on. The next class will be on the numerical problems. Numerical problems based on equilibrium, torques, moment of force, etc. And thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please hit the like button, share with your friends, and subscribe my channel. Thank you.